Hello everyone, how's it going? It's me, Jaylene, also known as Femme4th. I am a sexual confidence coach who is here to open up your world of sex by means of authenticity and open-hearted attitude. People are always talking about Mercury in retrograde, but what about your semen? Today is all about retrograde ejaculation, baby. But first, subscribe to my channel to support the free sex ed community. Cha-cha-cha! I shall cover 4 key things here. Number 1, what is retrograde ejaculation? Number 2, the ways it can happen. Number 3, the risk of retrograde ejaculation. And number 4, how to tell if you are a retrograde ejaculator. Number 1, what is it? We all know how ejaculation does occur in the male sex body with penises. They do happen with the cum, i.e. the semen, shooting out through the urethra, i.e. the shaft of the penis, out through the glands, i.e. the head. Retrograde ejaculation is an event that occurs in the middle of this process with the semen ejaculating, i.e. trying to exit the body. In a retrograde case, however, the semen is not able to exit the body through the urethra. Thus, the semen all gets absorbed back into the body by being funneled into the bladder. This redirection of the semen can happen for 2 reasons. The first reason it can do is the urethra of the shaft of the penis is actually physically blocked, thus the semen actually have almost a door stopper to leak back into the bladder itself. The second reason that this can happen is that the neck of the bladder, i.e. kind of the doorway that separates the urethra from the bladder, is not able to fully close during the time of ejaculation. Generally, the bladder neck is sealed during these moments, like a big fat kiss. This is to keep the roads to the urethra clear to only allow one type of body fluid to pass through it at a time. The orgasm can still very much be there, but the semen itself is staying cozy down there, rather than being out in the open, free world. Number 2, ways it can happen. One way I know about this phenomenon that does not involve any medical conditions is when there's an actual physical blockage, such as the first reason that I mentioned in number 1, in terms of there being a physical door stopper in the urethra itself to stop all that cute little excited semen from being free. One very good example of what that door stopper could be is sounding rods. If you haven't seen my sounding YouTube video yet and you're curious, you should go watch. Other causes of retrograde ejaculation can more so come from a place of medications and health events, such as blood pressure, antidepressants, surgical procedures in the prostate or bladder, radiation in the pelvic area. I'm not going to do the full list, but those are some of the main ones, and more. But alas, I am not a medical doctor, so the reasons as to why these medications, etc., affect the root of your ejaculation is something that I highly suggest you discuss with your licensed medical doctor. I am a sexual confidence coach, however, who has personally worked with those who are dealing with retrograde ejaculation before. If you are in the same boat as my past clients and feel some sort of insecurity about the lack of explosion with your orgasm, feel free to contact me for a free intro call to see how we can best work together with me as your coach. Link to my website to book the free call is right below. But alas, what are some of the risks to this phenomenon of coming, but no cum isn't coming? Brings me to number 3, the risk of retrograde ejaculation. Because the semen isn't arriving to the full brim of breaking out of the body it belongs to, aka ejaculating from the head of the penis, it's unsurprising to notice the correlation between retrograde ejaculation and fertility issues, because the semen isn't actually making its full entrance at the time of orgasm and is instead being reabsorbed back into the bladder system. There will be much less semen or none at all when it comes to semen showing forth for that great fertilization union. Basically, it missed the fertilization party. Last but not least, number 4, how to tell. If this is something that you have noticed or are concerned about, there are 2 things that you can do. Number 1, talk to your doctor. How they test for a retrograde ejaculation is to see if there's a large amount of semen in a urine sample that you have taken shortly after you have climaxed. The second one talk to me. I am no doctor, but I am a graduated wellness, i.e. holistic counselor, as well as a life coach who has been very much trained and knowledgeable in certain tantric and also sexual practices. I have helped many people like you find happiness and confidence in your authentic sexuality and your desires. Something that I believe everyone has a right to feel. My free intro call, link below, is going to be a space for you to share with me what you're missing, what you're desiring, and if we're going to be a good fit to work together. The link for the free call is in my website, link below. Also, feel free to love all over that like and subscribe button. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. I appreciate you showing up today for your own free sex education. It's me, Fem4th. Mwah.